What you're about to hear is an excerpt from our weekly podcast. It's available right now to our Patreon supporters over at www.patreon.com/prettygoodgaming, and it goes live to everyone else right here on our YouTube channel a week later. Jake, you've been revisiting a game called, what was it? The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3, that was it.
The Witcher 3.
That was it.
My old mate Gerald on the Riviera. So we played The Witcher on Twitch, the Twitcher 3. If you don't know, we have a Twitch channel. And yeah, Gaz.
Shall I just put out there why I wanted to play it?
This is what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. I'll just let people know for those who didn't join the stream. There was over 100 people at one point.
There's 130 at one point.
Yeah, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's twitch.com/prettygoodgaming YT for YouTube. So if for those of you who want to catch up on the Twitch, I was one of the people who's picked up The Witcher 3 a few times. It's generally 3 months in between me playing it, and I play it for a few hours, and then I just don't feel the attraction to it, and I put it down and leave it for a few minutes. Now, with this game being one of the most beloved games throughout the whole of the game industry, I'm thinking there must be something that I'm missing, which is why I wanted to sit down with Mike and with you guys to play it with you so that you could explain to me, or I could get that feeling from you. Yeah,
so one of the most staple comments on our channel is definitely, whatever game we're talking about, whatever news story we're talking about, there's always someone in the comments this isn't as good as The Witcher 3, though.
And it's not the same guy, we should point that out. It's many people.
Many people. So I was thinking, it's now built a lot of hype, and it's my expectation in my head been raised so much.
Yeah.
If I go back to it, what's it going to be like? Because I remember having fond memories of it, but seeing all these people still for years and years banging on about it, I'm like, oh God, was it that good? So, let's find out.
That's the introduction out of the way.
I've got to say, The Witcher 3 so far is even better the second time. Now, the reason being, you know what to expect. So you've got, Geralt, the fucking Clint Eastwood of video games, just stone-faced, on the surface, a bit of a boring bastard, cocky little he sounds like Batman or whatever. But no, when you know him from playing further games and stuff, and you revisit that stuff, you go, oh, it's this bit. What's weird is, a lot of games like this, a lot of high fantasy, showy things, films like The Lord of the Rings and stuff, the first time you see it is normally the best time because it's like a spectacle.
Yeah.
And then the second time, you're like, oh, it's going to be this bit.
More about the characters and the
there's something about this game that it's it's this bit. Everybody in the chat on Twitch watching Gaz, can't wait for this next bit coming up.
There's a level of variety to it that's just pretty unparalleled, and that's one of the main strengths. You ask anyone, it's the side quests, it's the NPCs who explain problems. They're like, oh, I need 7 berries, please, go get them. It's none of that shit. It's if there ever is anything like that, Geralt will say, what do you think I am? I'm a monster hunter. I'm not going to go around looking for berries for you. But then he'll be like, fine, I'll fucking look at your berries. It's all the interactions are memorable because there's so many different things in it. There's so many different monsters and different situations.
I think the way that they've approached this game is that they've wrote a story based on characters existing in the world.
Yeah.
Rather than build a plot twist and a story, something like Fallout 4, for example, where there's the twist towards the end.
Yeah.
They wrote that story and then they wrote the characters afterwards. With The Witcher, they wrote the characters first.
Yeah.
And that means you can put these well-written characters into nearly any situation and it's exciting. So, and you want to know what happens. So obviously the huge amount of content in this game it's almost unprecedented, really. I started the game again and I've tried to play a different style than I did last time. And I found quests that I haven't done before already that I completely missed.
Any RPG worth its salt, you'll go back to it, you'll find stuff you haven't done before, you'll find quests. That's a sign of a good RPG in my book. If there's stuff that makes you go, holy shit, I missed this. That's a key ingredient, and Witch has definitely got that in spades.
Easy to do when you've got over 100 hours of gameplay, though.
Absolutely, yeah. But that's what it's about, though. If you've got these big open areas where you go to, you might miss villages. You might miss a notice board that's got a job on it that you just didn't, and you follow that, and it's a really interesting side quest. There's a lot of that you could easily miss.
And that's what it is. It's the one quest that I found at the very beginning that I hadn't done was something about some dwarf and someone burnt down his house.
Oh yeah.
And you have to go and it's a side quest and you remember it from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't get that with other games, really. Right. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn. I couldn't name you 5 side quests.
That's very true.
And
I love Horizon
that's
Zero Dawn.
no slight on Horizon because it's great. But honestly, the main thing that pulls that game together is the plot and the gameplay. But with The Witcher, nearly every quest, people can remember it. Oh, it's that one. Oh, the one when you've got to kill that tree. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And it's kind of memory that you don't really know that you've got. You've just it's in there. So when someone reminds you of it, you're like, oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
So that's the thing. Discovering just one extra side quest is discovering one memorable thing about this game, and revisiting it has been something that I'm really looking forward to continuing with, and going and then knowing that when I do finish the game again, I'll have an expansion to play. I think I've played Hearts of Stone, but not Blood and Wine, so I'll have at least one. But I just can't really express how well this game has aged very well.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was going to say. And I was wondering if you guys know any other games or is there any games that you've played that have been better on a second run? Because I know playing maybe a couple of years ago, you guys would have played games multiple times. Liam plays games through a lot. You've like Deadly Premonition, you played 720 times. Is that right?
I've only actually ever played Deadly Premonition the once.
Oh right. Oh, Quantum Break. Am I thinking of?
Quantum Break.
That's
I'm on
right.
like my third go through.
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
How many times was that?
About 5 or 6.
And
by the time I'd finished it once.
Yeah.
I was trying to do the whole speed run thing, you know.
Yeah. No, you nailed it, didn't you? You did a good job on one. Did you go?
Yeah, I think I got the trophy for it.
Is there any game you've played and you've enjoyed it more the second time around, like when you know what's happening? Because normally a film, for example, that does this sort of thing, is because it's so obscure and twisty and turny that you enjoy it the second time because you know what's happening.
Yeah.
But this game isn't like that. It's something else. You appreciate it more going back.
Well, Knights of the Republic is one of mine. Because Knights of the Republic 2, sorry. Because I know which you can choose which planet you want to go to next and stuff, and I know I've got motivations for going to certain planets in certain orders, and I want to see these characters and I want to talk. I don't know why. I just want to have that interaction again, and so that probably Knights of the Republic. Skyrim maybe replayed that a few times.
Fallout New Vegas for me, I'd say for an RPG.
Yeah.
I'm short of strategy games because strategy games you're generally learning on the first playthrough.
Yeah,
so
definitely strategy games.
Yeah, that's because you've got your knowledge down, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the beauties of RPGs, and that's one of the only criticisms I've seen of The Witcher is that it's a true RPG. Because traditionally, like an RPG is you make a character, like Fallout, for example, like you make a character, he's whoever you want, and you play however you want. But in this, you are taking on the role of Geralt of Rivia, and it's an action, it's very action focused, isn't it? The combat is
fast,
very fast. You can change your signs. You've got your Quen or whatever. If you're the Quen Master Race, you've got other signs as well, lesser signs if you like. If you prefer to set people on fire and stuff like that. But you really do take on the role of Geralt, and he is how you play. Like you can be to your detriment. You can kind of say, "Oh, here you are, villager. I've helped you. I don't want any money from you." Normally, they're all horrible. Everybody in the world is horrible. They
spit at you when you walk past.
So to summarise this. It doesn't sound very intelligent at all, but it was, oh wow, isn't this game good? Again. You know what I mean? 2 years later, it still aged well. So the question to ask is really, how long is this game going to go down in the memories of people for? I think forever. It's like Half-Life. Half-Life 2 actually is kind of a similar thing. It's better a second time, I reckon, especially with all the updates and graphical patches and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
I think The Witcher is one of these games that's come out, and I don't think it's going to be dislodged for a long time. It's going to take a.
I think they'll look after it as well. They've already, the amount of post-launch stuff they've done. That's part of the reason why it's grown in stature for me as well. All the free stuff they gave away, all the free, the items that they gave away. The expansions are very, very good expansions. They got, especially Blood and Wine. Obviously, is held up as like, well, there's no Blood and Wine, which is exactly the kind of comment you were talking about. There's no Witcher 3. It's no Blood and Wine is the one when it's like the DLC isn't that good, or isn't that big. So they've looked after it very well post-launch. I think I wouldn't be surprised if in 2 or 3 years' time they finish work on Cyberpunk or whatever, and they're like, should we just release like a high-res texture thing and do kind of what Valve did with Half-Life or something, and just add some visual effects.
They're going to respect it. Yeah. They know that that's where they came from. But I think the real essence of what I'm saying is I played the game when it first came out. After all the 2 years now of hype and the bars raised, and I went back and I was really pleased to see that it's better. Yeah. It's better a second time. So I urge anyone listening, if you've not played The Witcher in a long time, you may have played it on release or whatever, go back and play it and just remind yourself how much you love games in general and this game. It's flipping good.
Thanks for watching this podcast extract. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. It's a good idea to subscribe because we put out a new gaming video every day. There's another video on your screens right now if you want to watch that, and a link to Patreon if you want to watch the full podcast right now. See you next time.